My name is Michael Vincent Malanyaon. I'm originally from the Philippine Islands. I grew up in Manila, specifically in Pasay, Libertad. My province are from Bicol and in Cavite. So I got into the Filipino martial arts at a very young age. I actually got started in Shotokan Karate Do under Shihan Manuel Villegas. My dad brought me to this dojo in the Philippines, and I started my formal training in the Japanese karate system at the age of 7. And at the same time, part of the physical education program, the school I attended had modern arnis as part of the cultural aspect and part of the school system's way to promote Filipino martial arts. I moved in the United States in the late 80s. I came here to study, and in college I was the minority. And being in the Midwest portion of the United States, I'm even more of a minority. So when I attended my undergrad schooling, there wasn't really a whole lot of introduction to Filipino martial arts. And most of the Filipinos that I know are Filipino Americans. And still, I'm not aware of the Filipino martial arts in the collegiate system. During those times, I explored other styles of martial arts, including Aikido, some Kenpo, some Taekwondo, based from my roommates taking those classes during those times. I, on the other hand, do not have the funding to attend formal classes during my undergrad, so I just learned from them more of an sparring context and just doing promotional aspects of martial arts. After college is when I picked up the Filipino martial arts formally, and that's when I moved to the Cincinnati, Ohio area, where I met Grandmaster Jorge Penefiel. And I learned Filipino martial arts primarily from him. He was actually one of Grandmaster Bobby Taboada's first FQIs in the United States. So he introduced me to Balintawak. But at the same time, Grandmaster Jorge Penefiel is also a ranked practitioner under Tang Soo Do and other styles. So during those formal training with Filipino martial arts under Grandmaster Penefiel, he showed a lot of different styles that he knows of under the Filipino martial arts system. So my journey started really from learning the Balintawak system, the modern arnis system, some of the Doce Pare system, and these are all coming from Grandmaster Jorge Penefiel. So learning the Taboada Balintawak system under Jorge Penefiel was one of my formal Filipino martial arts systems. And at that point, I also picked up Filipino Combat Systems under Tuhon Ray Dionaldo and Barao Sugbo under Grandmaster Eduardo Sinisa. So based from cross-training other martial arts system, I have a interest on learning other styles because it's inherent to me to explore other styles and to be a student again, really, and just to be really proficient and gain more knowledge in other styles. I train Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu under John Jacques Machado Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu system. And I'm more focused on the Filipino martial arts systems as part of my cultural heritage. So I like to explore the other styles of Filipino martial arts. This includes Pambuan Arnis. This includes Heriosa de Cuerda system. This includes Defensor method. So those are some of the styles I'm exploring to really get really proficient and get to know other styles in the Filipino martial arts system. So, MAKTAN Filipino Martial Arts was an idea that Grandmaster Jorge Penefiel had presented to me. Grandmaster Jorge Penefiel is such a creative martial arts practitioner. And under him, he had shown me multiple different styles of FMA. And based from that, I wanted to promote Filipino martial arts as much as I can, but in a way that it presents the cultural aspect of it. So MAKTAN Filipino Martial Arts is a system that includes multiple modules to present to practitioner how to learn the different styles of Filipino martial arts. Meaning that if they learn a little bit of the Doble Baston module curriculum and they want to specialize in Doce Pares, they will not be lost in starting from a Doce Pares specialization. They already have a foundational learning the MAKTAN Filipino Martial Arts Doble Baston curriculum. Similarly, some aspects of it would be including Mano, so the empty hand system, again structured in the context of Filipino martial arts style. Another portion would be the Pinanjakman, the Filipino kickboxing style. And these are all inherent coming from Grandmaster Jorge Penefiel's perspective. And he has shown this to me, and I would like to present this to practitioners who are willing to learn Filipino martial arts. And that's how MAKTAN Filipino martial arts is really to present the Filipino martial arts styles and its different forms and structures to practitioners who are willing to learn from it.
So he goes for punch. Destroy.
So as an instructor, I always try to present to a practitioner that everybody has to start from a foundational structure of Filipino martial arts style. I always like to present the Balintawak system to practitioner, and also like to present the FCS system and the Barasugbo system. As you can see, I'm only promoting 3 out of the many styles out there. And the reason I'm doing that is because those are what the Filipino martial arts style I'm really proficient at and really could promote Filipino martial arts and culturally. The aspect of being an instructor is that you have to also be very diverse in trying to teach your students the other styles. And in my perspective, presenting them the other styles, whether it's double sticks, whether it's mano, those are key criteria that helps them learn other styles are still available out there for them to search and learn from. So this is just an engagement as an instructor saying, hey, I could show you Balintawak is an international system. I could show you FCS is an international system. I could share to you Barasugbo, again, another international system. But aside from that, there's other styles out there. And it's my way to ensure that they're not limited to just those 3 styles. I would like for them to explore it. Heck, if they want to learn all of them, that'll be great. I mean, that'll be an awesome journey for everybody to learn the different styles of Filipino martial arts. As for me, I'm an ambassador of Filipino martial arts, and I structured it in such a way that I promoted Grandmaster Bobby Taboada, promoting Tuhon Ray Dionaldo, and promoting Grandmaster Eduardo Siniza. And with those 3 structures, I help promote other styles of FMA through MAKTAN Filipino martial arts training modules.
I'm gonna go top.
When I was growing up in the Philippines, Filipino martial arts is not readily available to just learn. Filipino martial arts is more of a family art. It's not promoted to anybody. It's either you know somebody that teaches from your family that teaches it to their kids, their nephews, and it's basically a specialization within the family. It's more of a tribal approach. So learning it here in the United States, when I came here, it's more of the beginning of promoting Filipino martial arts. It's not really well known when I came here in the United States that there is a Filipino martial arts system. So with that, it's a journey where, to me, Filipino martial arts is now starting to peak up to the public for awareness, and that there is other styles of Filipino martial arts out there besides the standardized karate, the standardized taekwondo, and other styles of martial arts out there. Really, the changes that I want to see is really to let people be aware of the Filipino martial arts systems out there. There's so many, and I think everybody has a different style out there that they could learn from and really get really good at and become a specialization on. It'd be nice to, to promote every one of the different styles, but it's a lifelong journey. Everybody has a finite journey. Everybody could only learn so much. And for me, I would rather be good at some styles and really be proficient in it and promote those styles and ensure that there is students and instructors that comes from those styles. And the way I'm promoting it is hoping that the way I would like to share the MAKTAN Filipino Martial Arts module is a structured format that allows them to get engaged not only in one style, but multiple styles. And with that, the future will be good for Filipino martial arts and its culture. And that's the same structure I instill to young adults and to my current students and to friends and family. It's really a long journey for everybody to come together to one style. It's actually now just starting because current government in the Philippines have defined that modern arnis is now the main physical education program out there. And with that, it's starting to become really well known. So I think one of the biggest challenges of why Filipino martial arts has not reached the peak or mainstream. Filipino martial arts is so diverse. There's so many different styles. There's so many different aspects and so many different perspectives. So to say that there's one style for Filipino martial arts it's a challenge, and I think that's that's what it is. It's just a challenge with having so many styles in Filipino martial arts, and just to say that there's one mainstream of Filipino martial arts, that's hard. That you're gonna have a upstream battle to say we have one style that complements the whole Filipino martial arts systems. So it's like saying, well, how many islands are in the Philippines? How many dialects are out there? And that's my response to Filipino martial arts. There's so many different styles, and all of them are awesome. But at the same time, you can only learn so much from such a short period of time. So to fix that, maybe to move forward, it's not to focus on one mainstream Filipino martial arts style. Maybe the idea is to become united in terms of trying to promote all styles, and to say it's available to everybody and everybody to learn from it. And it's up to the practitioners to pick and choose from, and not try to get them segregated from just one style, but multiple styles of Filipino martial arts. So if anybody would like to get a hold of me, they could check out the internet, and they could check out my website in maktan.online. And I also have other social media platforms out there that you could reach me through. And if you want to get a hold in terms of online training programs, I do have that structure also, and partnership with other Filipino martial arts.